Hi, my name is Vladislav Koulikov, and let's train Russian Sambo. Now guys, I'm going to lead you through my fitness workout routine, directed particularly for martial artists and grapplers. This is not your typical run away from heart attack routine. It's a hardcore routine that's designed to develop your all muscle groups and develop some particular specific skills. The routine we are about to perform is a very hardcore routine, guys. Try to follow, but if you feel overwhelmed, take it easy. This is not a bodybuilding course or anything. It's a fighter's routine designed to make you stronger but not bigger, designed to gain explosiveness, flexibility, and all the qualities you need as a fighter. Alright guys, it's very good to start with a little jog around the gym or a mile, jog around outside somewhere. But if you don't, you start with a little hop like this. You start hopping, okay? You start hopping. I'm gonna count to 5, and on a 6, you're gonna jump, put your knees to your chest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Try to get some air and real explode like you're racing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. Then you touch your heels to your butt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then you straddle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. Okay, once your blood is going and you're breathing good, you can ease up in your normal stance. Stretch pectorals. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Up and down. 3, 4. Down. 3, 4. Pull your left arm. Stretch out your rotator cuff. Very important. Pull it back behind your back. Switch. Behind your back. Elbows. Back. Wrists. And feet simultaneously like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Opposite leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put your left arm on your knee like this, like you're arm barring yourself. Gently stretch. Prepare yourself for the arm bars to come. Opposite arm. Stretch. Now we're going to do a trunk rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Beginning with your left side, tilt and stretch your arm. Stretch your muscles around your rib and your lats. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now 3 bows forward and 1 back. 1, 2, 3. And stretch. And once again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Spread your legs. 2 shoulder width apart. Lean forward. Don't hunch. Keep your back straight. You're going to stretch your hamstrings. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, guys, you can prolong. I'm going along very fast. But all rotation and all the jumps you can do, for a little longer. Now inhale. As you're exhaling, go towards your right leg. Very good. Come up. Your left leg. Stretch your hamstring. Very good. Now knees. Warm up your knees. Very important. Rotate. Nice and deep amplitude. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Continue doing until you do 10 or 15. Opposite side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Once again, do 10, 15. Put your legs together and we're going to do slalom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now our shoulders are warmed up, massaged, blood is going, muscle is warm. Cradle your knees and we're going to stretch our spines. We're going to roll 5 times. Each sequential time is deeper and deeper until you reach with your knees behind your ears. Now listen to my command to come down. So 1 and down. 2 and down. A little deeper now. 3. Deep, deep, deep. Down. Deeper yet. 4. Stretch that spine. Down. And 5. And stay there for a little while. Very good. Now mountain climbers. There's variety of ways to do mountain climbers. You can do like explosive mountain climbs for 30 seconds or whatever, a minute. You can count each leg, or you can do 3 count as we do. We'll do each 5. But of course you can do many, many more. The way you do it, guys, and if you can do it, don't do them at all, because sometimes it's a big issue between me and my students. They get lazy and they do it incorrect. You start like this, okay, and that's how you alternate your legs. You don't do this or this. If you're tired, I guess you can do it, but the correct one, like this. Every time your knee comes up, your head pops, okay? Don't do this. So, let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 1. 1, 2, 3, 2. 1, 2, 3, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 5. And team. 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5. Very multi-dimensional exercise. Stamina, you're working on your shoot, on your takedowns, on your hip flexors, on your flexibility, and all this kind of stuff. Now you're nice and hot. We're ready for neck exercises. Neck exercises in Sambo and in Russian styles of wrestling is super crucial. Ever since I was here in the United States, I don't see that much neck exercises. A neck is something that carries your head, you know, your computer. In Jiu-Jitsu, I don't see guys really doing it. They emphasize hip work and hipping out, which is awesome. But Sambo is a third style of wrestling alongside freestyle and Greco-Roman. So we pay huge attention to the neck. And here's our sequence. We're going to start with front neck bridges. Like this. And we'll do it to my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so on and so forth. Do 20 or even more. And then we do side to side, both rotations to 1 count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so forth and so on till you do however many. The more, the better. Now we do rotation, guys. Sometimes I see people do this. That's incorrect. If you have neck problems and spine problems, I understand there is other alternative for your neck exercise. But if you're nice and healthy guy, then do a deep rotation, like such. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on, and then do it counterclockwise. So, all right. After you're done with that, we're gonna jump into the regular wrestling bridge, like such. I'm gonna turn sideways so you can see. Once again, if you have no spine problems or anything, you should be able at least to touch your nose to the mat, if not your chin. So bridge like this, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then hold it. Hold. If you want, get up on the gymnastic bridge like this. Stretch your spine. Come down. Good. And again. 1, 2, 3. About 20, 30 times. And let's go through some particular neck exercises. That is just a warm-up. And then we're going to go into skill building drills for your neck. Let me demonstrate to you. Move, please. This exercise is called перекидывание. Jumping from the bridge to the front neck bridge, like this. You here, you jump, and jump back. Jump, and jump back. Jump, and back. Do 15-20 times. Very good for your neck, good for explosiveness in your legs, for your escaping ability. Next thing is called what we call забегание, or high leg in wrestling. Also, endurance. It works on your endurance. It works on your footwork, on your basic coordination, neck strength, and escaping ability. You start like this, and no matter where your feet are moving, your head stays in the same spot. So you like this, you start running, you do high leg, and you continue rotation, high leg, and you down. That's one circle. Run, high leg, run, high leg, run, high leg, and opposite side. Guys, you do 5-10 rounds and you'll be dripping sweat. That's a very good exercise. Skill building. Next one, team, on the bridge, please. Wrestling bridge. Good. To warm up, to work on the neck. I'm sitting. Let's go. Back and forth. Back and forth. And now, a little harder. I lift my legs. And team goes like this. Okay, guys. Watch this Terminator in action. Very good. Note, Timmy is about 10-15 pounds lighter. Okay, so after exercising your neck like that, you're conditioned and you're capable of buckling people over and throwing them with a suplex and so forth and so on. Next, to work on your bridge, I'm gonna turn to me. Team is gonna grab my hands like this. He's gonna step and bridge, like this. Good. Once again, side step. Good. Side step. Good. Okay, what he's working on his throwing skills. Footwork, explosiveness, bridge. And I'm working on my balance too, because every time he yanks, I have to, work on my so-called balance and three-dimensional strength. So once again, nice and slow. He steps and explodes. Very good. Note, guys, when you do that, you don't just do gymnastic bridge like this. You step and you throw your pelvic area forward. That's how you pop somebody when you do a suplex. Next thing, once again, working on endurance and skill. We're going to do sprawls. We're going to get in a good stance, like such. If you get lazy, getting your legs straight, you're going to get taken down. So here, left leg forward first. We're going to move, little moves. I say sprawl, and we sprawl. 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 Do 10-15 times for 20 or 30 seconds, whatever the case might be. You switch, other leg forward, and sprawl. And sprawl. And sprawl. And sprawl. Alright guys, this is basically, a conditional exercise, of course, but talking about proper execution. When a guy shoots on you, even if he doesn't shoot single, if he shoots double leg, he's still gonna hit this leg first, and that's your first line of defense. Okay? You're running, and there's parachute coming out of your butt and yanks your butt backwards. That's what you have to do. It's not falling forward. Okay? It's like a marionette. Somebody yanks you from the back. Like this. You want to make slapping sound. Your hip hits the mat. You don't fall forward, your hips come sideways. Like this. High leg. Pull it back in position. Once you start getting tired, you'll be doing this. And that's when you're getting taken down. So always be in position. Sometimes, guys, you have some old injuries, it's normal for grapplers, spine, neck, when you cannot tolerate vertical pressure on your neck. You can still exercise your neck with a neck harness, like this. Tilt, and up. Down, and up. Down, and up, and so forth and so on. And if you don't have a harness on your force police team, you can use a towel or your hand, and up, and up, and up, and up. Get on your side, and up, and up, and up. Face that way, and up, and up, and up. Next exercise, guys. Sometimes you can alternate. You don't want to stick to the same routine because your body becomes used to it. So you can substitute either sprawls or mount climbers with squats. Squat, extend your legs, come back, stand up. Or you can do burpees. Squat, extend, come back, explode. Squat, back. Okay, this exercise is called a burpee. If you want to do it with little weights, you can do it with little weights. It's excellent. It's a nasty, nasty exercise, believe me. And another thing, you can do 8-count bodybuilder. Squat, extend, spread your legs, put them back, push up, squat, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also nasty exercise. It looks like it's easy, but it is not. Next, push-ups. You can do regular push-ups like this. You can do wide arms like this. You can do diamond like this. On a hard surface, you of course do knuckles like such. You do wrist push-ups like this. You do fingertips like this. You do explosive push-ups. 5 regular ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Explode, get some air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like this. Okay, you get in air, and it's really grating on you. Plus, there is Hindu push-ups, there is dive bombers, and all kind of frog push-ups, a variety of them. So you can alternate them. You can take them as you please. All right, guys. More practical exercises for wrestlers. I'm gonna put Timmy in a bear hug. He's gonna jump in a guard on me, like this. Good, open guard. Good, bear hug. I'm gonna thrust his hips away from me, and I'm gonna swing him to either side, like this. And opposite, like this, and just keep your legs away from me. Yes, like this. Work on your throwing skills. You see what you do, guys? You work your legs, you work your core power, core flexibility, and your grip. And Timmy does to me, hug, and swing. 1, 2, 3, 4, and so forth. Also works on your balance. Another exercise we used to do in Sambo 70 a lot, and I'm afraid maybe by today's standards some people will consider it suicide, but we did it. You put your partner like this in a windmill position, and you run with him, you do duck walk with him, and you do get-ups. You here, get on your knees, squat, knees, up. Get on your knees, low, up. Alternate legs. Couple times I got up with my left leg. Now I'll get up with my right leg. Then you run with him, and you duck walk with him. Okay? Just like that. Moving on, guys. Again, grappler's exercise. Rubber you can get in any athletic store. The way we used to do it in Sambo 70, we used to time around our waist, and when we ran in the woods, we did those exercises. But for now, since we have no columns, I'll use Timmy. Timmy, just grab the middle of it. Okay, pretend, a little higher. Yes, like this. Pretend this is a column. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get resistance appropriate for me, and I'm gonna do a throw simulation. Penetration step, back step, and over. Penetration, back step, over. Like this. Work on your entering power, on your pulling power. flip over power. And I'd say do 50 to your left and 50 to your right. Alright guys, this exercise might be a little frustrating, but don't worry. We're just training. What we're going to do for Tim, work on his pulling power and on his balance. He's going to get on one leg, he's going to extend his arms, and as he pulls his arms in, okay, that's easy, right? And back, and pull. And as he's doing that, I'm going to screw with him. I'm going to pull like this, there we go. I'm going to pull like this, pull up, like this, and like this, and like this, okay? Balance for grappler is super important. Alright guys, and another important and super crucial exercise is pull-ups. It's very functional. That's the strength you need to pull somebody in. That's muscular endurance. It's very good for you. A regular hold, like this, and he does pull-ups, good. Do as many as you can, 10, 15, thank you. Now, reverse hold, switch it up a little bit. Like this, good. Good, thank you, Tim. Now we have wide pull-ups like this for your legs. Okay, when you do wide pull-ups, like such, for the V shape or whatnot. And then we have so-called Iron Man, when you do pull-up and you touch your neck to the bar, like this. You can turn it into a game if you want. We can play what we call ladder. I do one pull-up, Tim does one pull-up. I do 2 pull-ups. Tim does 2 pull-ups. And so forth and so on, playing chicken. Next exercise, as far as pull-ups, very, very relative to grappling. Gi pull-ups, or kurtka in our case. You wanna pull your kurtka like this way, like such. You want to grab it by the collar. You want to hang and do your pull-ups. One side, the other side. One side, other side. And so forth and so on. Remember we talked about grip. If you grip somebody, I want him to feel sorry that he ever stepped on the mat with you. Grip is super important. Moving on. Dips. Also very important. All over, all around. Good. Exercise. We have regular ones, like this. We have bulldog grip for your forearms a little bit more, like this. And if you want to make it a little harder, you can full tag on his hips. Create a little bit more obstacle for him. Thank you. Alright guys, next thing I'm going to do by itself could be your workout. It's called HIIT, high intensity training. It only takes maybe 10 minutes, but after you're done with it, you feel like you were hit with a hammer in your chest. That's a killer. It's super functional. It's good for your muscles, good for your heart. So what I'm going to do burpees with weights and then pull-ups. Okay? I'm going to grab weights and do my burpees. Like this. You're going to do 20 of those. Usually what I use 30 pounds and 30 pounds to my weight, which is 175. You can play with it. You can make a little less because it's a killing exercise. Okay? So, you're going to do, once again, 20 of those. You do 20 burpees with weights. After you're done, you're going to do, I do 15 pull-ups. If you cannot do it, do 5 or 10. You do your pull-ups as many as you can. Set a number. Don't give up. If you set number 10, but you can only do 5, relax, and finish. One round. Then you go back. You do your burpees. Then you do your pull-ups. And you do 5 rounds. And guys, it's going to kill you. So my routine, I do 60 pounds, 20 burpees, 15 pull-ups. I do it 5 times and I won't train anymore ever in my life. Alright guys, next exercise is called Turkish get-ups. I suppose it was originated in Turkey for Turkish wrestlers. Usually you do it with a kettlebell, but for lack of such, we'll do a regular weight. Good exercise for balance. Very good. So Tim is going to start with his arm extended and with this weight. What he has to do is to get up, keeping his arm extended. Like this, and down. And up. Good. Usually, once again, you can use 30 pounds, and if you do 6-7 times on each side, guys, you'll feel it. Then you switch, put it in another hand, and once again, Turkish get up. Your arm will start trembling, guys, and legs will get weak. That's a very good exercise. Good. Good enough. Moving on to abdominals. Stay back. We're going to do jackknives. Okay? Hands over. Tim is going to touch his toes right here. Go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do 50 at least. 50 jackknives. Little variation. Extend your legs. Touch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. As he's doing it, guys, he's sliding. So what you do as a partner, just pull him up once in a while back onto your insteps. 50 times at least. Next exercise, also skill developing. Stand up. Jump the guard. It's good for me too. Sit-ups. Like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. At least 15 of those, guys. It's good for your abdominals. Good. Good for your hip flexors. Good for your legs to hold the guard, and good for me because I have to maintain guard. And because of Tim's body is moving, I'm not static. I'm a little pulled in different directions, so that's a very good exercise. Next one, very functional exercise too. We call it nabрасывание. It's a speed throwing. Okay, you can either go by number. We used to go by 50, or you can go by seconds, whichever number you wanna choose. So, let's say we're gonna go 10 throws, okay? Usually you do it with a gi, but you can do it without a gi. So I'm gonna throw Tim as fast as I can, 10 times, and then he's gonna throw me. So we're ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now try 50 of those. Alright guys, this exercise, for example, you want to work on some kind of throw that you don't want to hurt your partner with. Suple, or with a chest throw in our case. So you're going to pick up a throwing dummy, another expensive and very useful device for all kinds of purposes. And now, Tim is going to do either grapevine throw or some kind of suple or whatever, speed throwing. And he's going to work on his skill to throw. He's going to work on his endurance, and he's going to work on his strength, because every time he throws him, he has to pick him up, maintain correct balance, correct posture. Okay? So, let's do 5 times. 1, pick him up, put him back in place. Pick him up, put in place. 3, pick him up. 4, pick him up. 5, good. Right about now, his heart is ready to jump out of his chest, and his legs are turning to jelly. Okay, and he's working on his skill, so it's a multi-purpose exercise. Next exercise is designed to develop your punching power or pushing power. It's good for strikers as well as grapplers. I'm gonna get on one knee, Tim is gonna be in front of me, put his hands like this, and he's gonna move me, fall on me. He falls on me, I catch, and I push him back. He falls. On the first 3, 4, 5, you're gonna feel crisp. After that, you're gonna be struggling, and that's the idea. On the first few, you explode like this, and then you'll feel that you're pushing him, and you start trembling, okay? Take 15-second rest, switch your knees. And what you're doing is two-dimensional exercise again, you're not straight. You're working the hip flexors and your trunk and explosiveness. Once again, moving forward, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. Next exercise for explosive power, medicine ball on your belly. Good for punches, very good. I'm gonna roll it to Tim. He's gonna arch and throw it to me. Like this, like this, like this. If you want, get a little further. Every time he hits here, make him do 10 push-ups for his own sake. Next exercise is just the first part of the one before. You do it for your lower back. Very important, guys. You don't have to go to a chiropractor anymore. So what you do, lay down, extend, and do it either by number again or by seconds. And so forth and so on. Good for your spine and your glutes. Okay, team is gonna tilt, wait for my command, go! Tilt, go. Tilt, go. Tilt, go. Tilt, hold, go. Hamstring, glutes, explosive power. Moving on, again, abdominals, you alternate. Your feet towards me. Curl up in the ball, elbows to your knees. Like this. Very good. Now, guys, that's a sadistic exercise. You can throw it after he's done a bunch of them, just for laughs. So what you're going to do, you're going to pull him towards you and put his feet on the mat. And his goal is to maintain the contact between the elbow and the knee. And if he lets go, make him do push-ups or whatever, squats. Like this. Like this. You know, play with him a little bit. This is relatively easy. When he breaks the resistance angle instantly, that's good. But if you hold him in suspended position, right, Tim, you feel it?
Sure.
That's a nasty one. I like this one. Like this. Like this. Alright, guys. Gymnastics is a crucial part in your grappling arsenal. Basic ones. I'm not talking about flips or anything. You can put them in the beginning of a workout to get the blood going, or you can finish a workout with them. So as long as you know, Tim, move over here, please. You know, basic roll forward, basic roll back, shoulder roll, sit outs like this, and like this. You can need combinations to get your body fluidity. Team in the middle again, face that way, move a little further. Okay, team is going to do back roll in the handstands and regular roll forward. Back roll into banana roll, and banana roll into front roll. Very good, stuff like that. Granby roll. There we go, opposite side. Very good, sit out. Hip heist. Very good, opposite side. Good, simulation of an arm bar. Swing your leg over, like you're mounting somebody, arm bar. Good, and opposite side. Like this, very good. Stuff like that works on your body flow. Shrimp rolls. I'm gonna start here, pretend somebody mounts me, shrimp out, push away, keep out, push away, keep out, push away. Then Timmy gets like a side mount on me. I get my arms here and I push him, push, hold, shrimp out, come back. Once again, push, 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 shrimp out, come back. Push, 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 shrimp out, come back. Stuff like that. Alright guys, now workout is over. Once again, let me emphasize the fact that it's up to you how many repetitions you do. I kind of mentioned the routine I do, but you judge it by your own fitness, by your level of physical fitness. Ask your coach to assist you and help you and so forth. So now, as we're cooling off, it's sin to waste your body heat, so let's stretch. It's very important. It gets rid of lactic acid, gets your muscles and joints more elastic, more fluid, and that's what you need. You don't want to be like a stupid musclehead, pardon my language. So we can start with a hurdle stretch, like this. Foot is flat, butt is almost sitting on the ground, and stretch. It's supposed to be uncomfortable and painful somewhat, to some degree. Then we switch, get on this heel, and stretch. Then we're going to go into splits, full splits, like this, as deep as you can. Put inside blades on the mat, walk forward, we'll do a little cat stretch. Your spine, your groin, oh, that feels good. Come back, again inside blades of your feet, get a little deeper perhaps. Roll back on your heels. Stretch further on. Go on your behind. Put your hands behind. Move pelvic area forward yet, if possible. Inhale. Go towards your right leg. Come up. Exhale. Opposite leg. Come up and forward. Come up. Very good. Let's do splits to our right. Grab your toes. Maybe stretch your calf muscle. Chest down to your knee. Good. Turn around. Opposite. Stretch your calf. Chest down. Knees down. Once again. Stretch your lower back. And you're good to go. Okay guys, before we begin, I'd like to emphasize two facts. That the wrestling begins A, with knowing how to fall, which your instructor will teach you, and a second, with a grip. There is no wrestling without a grip, as we say in Sambo. Grip is crucial. You don't have to be possessor of Herculean strength, but your grips should be very affirming, and that's your first line of strength. It's not your biceps, not your pecs, not your legs, it's your grip. Sometimes you wrestle a skinny guy, and the way he grabs you makes you change your whole thinking about him. So there is few ways to grab. Classical or standard grab, elbow, right here, and lapel, like this. You want to grab and wrap it up, like such. That's your standard. You can grab here and the back. Slide your thumb in, like this, grab here. You can grab kurtka somewhere in the back. Grab like this. Okay? Very prevalent grabs in Sambo is a belt grab. We always grab the belt. You can grab the belt from under the arm. When you grab, try not to stick your thumb. Sometimes you get caught. And there is some guys are so tricky. They tie their belt so tight you can't actually stick it. That's some schooling, you know. And very often high level competition gets those kurtkas tailored, so it's they barely pass the inspection, the code, the Sambo code, and it's very hard to grab. That's how grab is crucial. So, back to the belt. The way you grab like such, under the arm, you can grab over the arm, or you can grab on the same side. Okay, like this. Also, we have косой захват, the cross grip. Remember, you grab like this, and over, either by the epaulette, under the armpit, like this, or the belt. Okay, and of course, there's variation when you grab the hockey grip, we call, like this, or like this. The way you grab sleeves, either pocket grip, like this, okay, or the pistol grip, like such. In Sambo, it's illegal to grab inside the sleeve for safety purposes. There's been many broken fingers. I think in Judo it's also illegal. I don't quite remember, and I don't know about Jiu-Jitsu. I'm sorry, I'm not an expert in Jiu-Jitsu. Also, in Sambo, you cannot grab the belt over here, where in Judo you can, and you cannot grab kurtka over here, no grab in the pants. Okay, but you can grab the belt from the front. There are some throws when you grab the front of the belt. So guys, remember, your first line of defense or offense is your grab. That's extremely crucial. So your grab leads you to victory or defeat. I cannot overemphasize the fact. Sometimes if you're undertrained and you feel lactic acid pumping, building up, your grip weakens and you cannot wrestle. Sambo offers gi grappling, kurtka grabbing. So if there is no grab, there is no wrestling. Always emphasize the fact of training your wrist, your fingers, and that part I will cover in my next tape. Guys, I cannot overemphasize the fact of maintaining a safe environment during training. So always train under the supervision of your instructor or your sensei or your master, whatever, and always warm up and always know how to fall. I know that only few disciplines emphasize heavy falling, Sambo, Judo, and Aikido. I know that in American scholastic wrestling, they don't really know how to fall, and in Jiu-Jitsu, mostly training conducted on the mat. They emphasize mat work a lot, submissions. So please be very careful if you want to try any of these techniques, especially pickups and so forth and so on. My first ever training session in Sambo consisted of falls exclusively. That's your real good tool for competing or self-defense. Sometimes even if you fall in a least beneficial position for you, like on a concrete or on top of your head, like a certain fighter did recently. I hope you know who I'm talking about. So even if you fall in a least beneficial position, but you're used to falling, you can roll with it, just like a boxer can take a punch and roll with it. The same thing goes with the falls, okay? So this said, let's begin. Alright guys, the first break fall is a side fall. And Sambo way of falling is a little different from Judo. It's the same principle, everything applies except one little trick, and I'll show you what it is. So if I am to throw Tim with a basic hip throw, he falls on his side. Okay, let's go over it. Tim is on his side, in this case on his right side. His hand slaps the mat, not knuckles down, that's a common mistake, believe it or not. Palm down, okay? His arm is bent 45 degrees to his body, it's not out. Your shoulder joint is not going to take this pressure very well under this angle. And it's not by his knee, because of the velocity of the throw, he might get rolled over on his gut. So he wants to stay here. So that's number one. Don't be shy, slap that mat. Whole body touches the mat. Not just his side of the body, but the leg as well. If his leg is elevated, which means there's more pressure per square inch delivered here. So put the leg too, let the leg absorb some shock. Therefore it's going to be less pressure per square inch on the whole body. Okay, just like that. This foot is over. That's the only difference from Judo. In Judo they fall like this. In Sambo we taught to fall like this. So you're able to regroup yourself, roll right through, and get up. Okay? Or roll, you know, like Tim, like, get up this way. Like this. Okay, that's why you put your legs this way. Good. Next thing, you put your ankle to ankle, your leg slightly drawn to your chest, and knee elevated up. If you fall flat-legged like this, you're gonna collapse your knees. No serious injury, but severe pain. So flat-footed, knee like a spear pointing up. Chin tucked in, head elevated, okay? Also, very common mistake, people snap their heads like this. In order to drill our fall, team, please put your legs over there. To my count, he's going to go back and forth. I say 1, he flips over. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Good, get up now. Next exercise, now we're getting more complex. Put your left leg out and your right hand out. Okay. Now what he's going to do, he's going to step crisscross with his right leg. You see? Now if we switch angles, if he wasn't standing up, if he was lying down, he'd be in break fall position. So all he has to do is just actually fall. Don't do bad mistake. Bad mistake is to support yourself on your hand. Guys, I call it skateboard accident, okay, or a snowboard. Few teenagers from my school broke their hands like that, okay, and that's why I'm always emphasizing, just don't go with your instinct. Relax, you know, get in the Zen state of mind and just slap. So hand out, step, fall, slap. Good. You see how Tim kind of observed the pressure? He didn't fall like a tree, like a log. He rolled with it. Okay, so once again, and go. See how his legs elevated? Because he rolled like a beach ball. Switch your sides, and go. Good. Now back fall. Sometimes you fall back, on your back. So what you do, cross your hands, and roll into back fall. Everything stays the same. 45-degree angle, chain tucked in, and you slap. Go 1, 2, and so forth and so on. If you want to start from a position on your butt to start learning, you can do it like this. 1, 2, good. Then you progress to a baseball catcher position. 1, 2, and so forth and so on. Then stand up. Now we have front fall. Okay, don't catch yourself like this, guys. This is a very fragile joint. Okay, if Tim catches himself like this, he can break his wrist. Okay, so what you want to do, you want to break your fall using hand inside of your forearm up to your elbow, like this. Okay, don't sag with your gut, don't hit your knees. If you're on an asphalt, on some kind of concrete, you're going to break your kneecaps. So if Tim is, you know, pushed and he cannot roll, of course he'll prefer to roll, he's going to stiffen up his body and slap like a car with good shocks. Like this. Okay? If you have fear of falling, spread your legs. Thus, more, which means you are closer to the mat. Okay, so if you want to start from this position like this. Good. And then as you progress, you get in a regular position, regular standing position. You go like this. Very good. Next, as you go complex, turn to me. The way you grab my hand, the way you break your fall, you hold like this. And as I'm about to jump, Tim is going to support me, as we call подстраховать in Russian. He's going to support me a little bit. So I go like this. And he conducts the hardness of my fall or whatnot. The more he yanks me like this, the less the less impact I have. Okay, so like this. And I break my fall. Okay guys, back fall over one-man obstacle. That concludes the basic break falling. We kind of skip rolls, you don't really need it for now. Remember a few staples. Be relaxed, slap hard, be warmed up, and don't post yourself on your hand.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on.
До конца.
Руку встречай, бери отворот. Ну. Пряменько, пряменько стой. Захват возьми правый. Правый. Опа, скрывай руку. Скрывай руку.
That's right, that's what you do.
Уходи оттуда. Уходи, Саня.
I'm sorry.
Руки.
From the ultimate school, also in New Jersey, he is the Russian Sambo champion. Is the 175-pound category. Vladislav Koulikov. Give him a nice hand, ladies and gentlemen. Ultimate school, Sambo champion. Now to the ring for your final discussion. Let's get it on! Come on, Vlad. It's your fight, Vlad.
You can get video from your friend's fight from that guy that was filming on camera, right? Some guy was filming the whole thing like this guy. Yeah, that guy.
I think I got some good shots.
Oh, we got a hold there.
that's it. Oh, excuse me, guys. No, these guys. Come on, Vlad.
There you go.
I can't stay. That's it. Think it.
And a silver medal 2002 Sambo Pan Am Games. His opponent, Nick Wilsonini in the red corner. A fourth Dan in judo has been studying for over 20 years. This marks his first Sambo competition and he dedicates this match to his students. Let's give both fighters a round of applause.
Oh, was in 89 he was? Still. Yeah, he's good though. He's good.
Come on, Vlad. There's no pinpoints in this stuff. No. Come on, Vlad. Going for a choke, you ain't gonna get it that way. Strong, I got judo. Yeah, Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad.
Go sweep us. Armbar, armbar. Oh, go. Lock it up. Lock it up. Lock it up. Come on, Vlad. Get out, Vlad. He's got it. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. Way to go. Yeah, Vlad.